After one of our most convincing displays this season against the Thogden Army Bolton, we managed to get a 2-0 win, and yeah, very comfortable that was. Bolton was one of the games I kind of thought at the start of the season would be one of our toughest, just because obviously the best team from League One last season that was still here, they lost the playoff final, and they really seemed to be getting things together at the back end of last season. But yeah, it's been a tough start for them this season, and well, they were very, very poor in that game. Not many chances at all. We took the lead 3 minutes in and just never looked like conceding a goal. I think they had one notable chance, but we probably had about 6 or 7, so the scoreline definitely flattered Bolton in that one. Make sure to like and subscribe. We're going to get into this weekend's fixture against Mansfield, but I do want to just quickly take a look at that game against Bolton, just to kind of see what kind of stats that SofaScore has regarding big chances. I know again it was another possession in about the 70s. I think it was 75 from memory. I think that's back-to-back 75% possessions, so very good. 71 in the end because they had a bit of it towards the back end of the second half. But as you can see, 18 shots to their 8. We had 2 big chances to their 1, but I think big chance means you end up shooting from it. There were a couple where Alfie May, in particular, there was one where he just had to square it to Williamson, and for some reason he just seemed to get confused that he had the ball. But yeah, it was very, very dominant on our behalf. Some great chances, but again, the one slight issue I am finding, and everything's brilliant, but if there was one thing I could ask for, potentially, it's that we were just a bit better at putting the game to bed, because it was still 1-0 going into was it like the 80th minute? Yeah, so the 86th minute we scored our second. So going into the 80th minute, we were still only 1-0 up in a game that we should have been probably 3 or 4 goals up in. And that is the worry, because if you're not capitalising on all your chances and someone's only 1-0 down going into the 80th minute, there's that chance that they get that goal. However, it was a good performance. On to this weekend's fixture, and it's away at Mansfield. Now, Mansfield, little bit of a surprise so far this season. If we quickly take a look at the table, they are sitting 4th. So we're top, obviously, still. 11 played with 28 points, which is pretty ridiculous. 9 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. Mansfield, 11 played as well. 7 wins, 2 draws and 2 losses. 19 scored, 13 conceded, to a goal difference of 6. They're only 5 points off us, and considering they just came up and no one really thought much of them, obviously Wrexham came up and a lot of people thought, yeah, they'll probably end up near mid-table. Mansfield have came up and really put together a solid start to the season. If we look into Mansfield in particular, their form as of late, so they've got some stats over here. Goals per game 1.7. Big chances per game 2.1. So a bit lower than a few we've seen recently. Big chances missed per game 1.4. So they missed 2/3 of their big chances, which is quite good from our point of view, obviously, that they're not very clinical. Possession 47%, so again, I mean, I don't think it matters. I think that could say 90% to someone in this league, and it's just because we haven't played them yet, because that's not from a cocky standpoint, but we do just have a lot of the ball, and I don't think it matters who we come up against in League One. We will be the side having a lot of the ball. It's just the way it's going to go. They've got some good performers so far. Goalkeeper, forward, midfielder, and another forward. So, I mean, goalkeeper being there, he's probably made a lot of good saves. Maybe suggests that you can get through the defence, but he is a good goalkeeper. And then their forwards being the others. There is a midfielder in there, but yeah, Lee Gregory, obviously a bit of a journeyman, so they're just being maybe their strikers are being clinical. I'm not too sure about it. I haven't seen them play this season. We take a look at the fixtures they've played so far, or their recent fixtures, just over here, and they've beaten Shrewsbury, Northampton, Crawley, who are all in the bottom 4, I believe. They beat Blackpool, good result. They beat Wigan, who are also down there, and lost to mid-table Stevenage. So maybe they're in a bit of a false position, having played a lot of lower sides in the league. But yeah, we'll see how it evens out here. It's a tough one to call because I haven't seen them play. But again, like I said, I'm expecting a lot of the ball, and I think we should win this against Mansfield. So I'm going to go... I keep finding myself going for 3-1s. So I'm going to stay away from it, and it'll probably end 3-1. But Mansfield, do they score a lot of goals? If we just quickly check out the home table. So at home for Mansfield, they've lost 1 of their 6, winning 3. They've scored 10 in 6. Away from home, they're much better. They're same record as us. They've scored 9 in their 5. So yeah, they're pretty decent at scoring home or away. I'll go for a 2-1 win to Blues. Although I am waiting to blow someone away, but I think that could be coming after this Mansfield game, as I believe our league game after that is against one of the sides in the bottom 4. Is it potentially Northampton? Yeah, home against Northampton. That should be the fun game. But yeah, this Mansfield one, let's get through this first. I'm feeling a 2-1 win in this. So yeah, hopefully we can get that done. That would put us on a very, very nice tally of 31 points out of 12 games, out of a possible 36, which is pretty impressive. So yeah, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Keep right on.